Match number 6, and it is the mixed doubles that is this final tie. It is Keerthi Warriors and Nandi Chargers. Of Keerthi Warriors, we've got Dinesh Kilaru and Janhavi Nalluri. And for Nandi Chargers, you've got Girish Curry and the captain Sahithi Ponnala. So this is mixed doubles. And if Nandi Chargers go ahead and win this mixed doubles contest, they would run away with the tie. And if Keerthi Warriors win this, we would go into a dream breaker.
Also, it would be a nice win if Keerthi can win, because Dinesh and Janhavi are the finalists for mixed doubles in Challengers. The same team coming to the main league and winning, that's really an artistic victory for Keerthi Warriors. Young fans, Teramo Titans waving the flags. Wow, that's so beautiful actually to watch. Yeah.
It's exactly what pickleball is all about. Being inclusive. No age bar, no age group. Everybody can get included in this. The young and old, men and women, everybody of all age groups can go ahead and play. It's a community that pickleball is really building and really famous for. The vibe that it can create, the community that it can build, it's all on a different level.
Also,
what are your match predictions like? Who is going to win? Whom are you rooting for?
I mean, Dinesh and playing. Tanu break, that would be more ideal for me, and Warriors winning that what do you, that would be comment for me.
I mean, Nandi is known to go till Dreambreaker. It happened twice. They won from Dreambreaker, so it can happen this time, and you can have your right feast as you wished. So let's hope Keerthi wins this match, and then we can go to Dreambreaker.
Also, you can see slight extra follow through on the ball, because of which the it's leading to some unforced errors. I think she should actually reduce the amount of. That's a beautiful shot. I don't know if it's whether in or out. It's called out. It was a beautiful. He missed a few. Yes. That's okay. Janhavi is slightly unable to put the. I think the singles loss, really took over her mind. But that's a beautiful drive. That's a beautiful drive from Janhavi. That's what we want. I think playing to the center than to the lines, because she's missing the lines. She has been missing the lines. So something closer to the center winners there would do. Even if she's unable to put the ball perfectly without a pop, but somehow, I mean, Dinesh will have an extra chance to do something on the ball than go for the lines.
And the Chargers with that little 2-0 lead. Second serve at this point, with Sahithi hitting the ball way out of the baseline. Sahithi on serve.
And talking about important, like you commonly see the men player taking 70% of the court. He usually takes almost 70% of the court. How important is for men to cover the court? It only happens if the women player is a weak player, or is it a 100% must that the men has to cover 70% of the court? What do you think?
Personally, feel you're as good as your return. the kind of return you give to the team, that is absolutely important, because that would lead to a weaker return from the opponent side, and that is where, if not for that return, if that leads to the opponent definitely capitalize on it. So if the women are able to do good returns on the ball, it's okay for women to take 50%. But in case if they're not able to match the pace, it's better the men take the balls there.
Sahithi, a couple of errors there at the net from Sahithi. Keerthi Warriors get the serve right now. We've also seen a little bit of plan from Dinesh, repeatedly trying to target Sahithi out there, because they know that Sahithi can be a little slow in movements, whereas Girish, on the other hand, can do a very good court coverage to retrieve the balls. So maybe the plan is to have Sahithi more in play than Girish. There you see. And this time Dinesh trying to reach out on it with that right-handed, that forehand shot, get into the net.
Even if that was an unforced error, I mean that was really needed for Keerthi to capitalize on wherever there is poaching option. I think you have to poach because that's his advantage. That's where he brings his X factor. So he has to do that. But there shouldn't be any room for the errors when it's their serve, because you can't lose points. He has to be dialed in. He has to get points for the team. And now it's 5-love.
That's a big early lead for Nandi Chargers, but we have seen Dinesh come back from difficult situations earlier, and let us hope so. It's really dependent on Janhavi. If she's able to reduce her unforced errors, that would actually give advantage to Keerthi Warriors more. That's a beautiful. When it comes to volleys, it's not the racket movement which is more important. Look at the way Girish moved his body. Racket was there, but his body was away. He created that room and went for the shot onto Janhavi. So that is more necessary. Nandi Chargers, it's a smooth lead for them. Yeah. Late call. Okay, there's a late call from the referee on the out, but then is it a timeout? Now it's a Herculean task for Keerthi Warriors to close on that lead, 7-0 lead. But we never know. We have seen a lot of matches where people were able to give comebacks. So it really we have seen even on day one, there are a lot of matches where. Oh, okay. There's a DRS call. That is what the time. That is what the stop of play was for. I mean, the amount of DRS calls this match had, I think it's real paisa vasool for the people who invested in this or got those DRS people in. And it's also nice. I mean, it's also nice to watch on the screens, is it, Kishore? So the ball is in, out, people making different calls. I said this is in. I called it out and it was out. And they're happy after if they're right on their call. So it's really good for the audience as well, looking at the DRS. It's quite interesting for them.
I'll say it's pretty convenient for referees. I mean, they can have their eyes off from them for a while, because everyone is so hard on the referees, and people will have the satisfaction of seeing the video and then being satisfied. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll believe it now.
There you see on the replay, we need a bit more positive forwards and back replays on that. As to where the ball had hit here, this is the one that we're talking about. This is the one that the referee needs to watch on a little close by. There you see, where did that ball, did it pitch on the line? On the line is in, mind. And where did the ball go? This is what we're looking. The referee taking his time there. And there you see that was Girish with that serve. Serve lands well. There is that return. And this is what we've been talking about, where Sahithi did that lob. He knew. Call as well from the called in for the DRS. We'll just have to wait and see where the ball pitched. There you see, there. This is the one that we are talking about. There it is. Looks out to make it up, but we will have to zoom in. So once we get that zoom out there, we would have clear clarity on where the ball pitched. Where did the ball pitch? Where did it pitch? It looks out initially with the naked eye, but here, Sandeep, there you see, it looks like a part of the ball is on the line. Yeah, so that is something that they would have to make a call on. Oh yeah, this looks to be a very difficult angle.
It's quite surprising how Dinesh had to move so much and hit on the line to get to Sahithi, because Girish is intercepting no matter what. He's going for the shot. So Dinesh had to move so much, hit an inside out on the line to get to Sahithi to get those points. But it's quite important as of now to take those risks to get some points.
There's that pitch. It looks to be. Is it in? Because a part of the ball looks to be on the line.
I think it's a they have to replay the point, right? Because it's a referee's mistake.
Absolutely, it's a referee's because it's a referee's.
Part is what is taking this much amount of time in DRS. The referee has to make that decision in half a second. So you understand the call was late because he was not sure. Human capabilities are not sufficient at that pace of ball, and this pressure from both teams as well. People, audience who are routing for their teams, it becomes very difficult for the umpire to make a call.
Right, and the referee is right there making his way into the middle. It looks like he's come with a decision. He's made a decision out there.
It's online. On the line?
Says it's on the line. So it's on the line out there.
It's just a reserve. This was all the lag which happens. I think this match is supposed to be done in 3 hours. I think this will be more than 3 hours. If it comes to Dream Breaker, we never know when the next match will start.
Absolutely, we're just there at the third, the 3 hour mark. Sahithi says I played the point. It's not a reserve. Sahithi says I did return the ball. I did play the point. I did not stop when the referee said it was out. So that's what Sahithi is saying. I did play the point, so she does not want to reserve on that. The referees are contemplating their decisions. And deliberating with the officials, with the technical officials, the referees, everybody having a little bit of deliberation out there. So where are we heading? Where are we heading? Nandi Chargers are not happy because they know that a point has been given to Dinesh and Deep Janhavi.
నేను స్టాప్ చేయలేదు కదా ప్లే మీరే స్టాప్ చేశారు కదా సో అది నా తప్పే
Slowly, the referees are explaining it to Sahithi and Girish out there.
దట్ మేక్స్ నో సెన్స్
Sahithi is still going ahead and talking. So Sahithi says it's not her fault because she did not stop the rally. Saying the point has to be replayed. Technical officials, the Referees Sahithi and Girish all engaged in a very animated discussion out there. And you can see all the nations there. If the camera pans to Dinesh, you would know what he's doing. He's there happily, like, okay, this is not my problem. I'm
To play my game, I don't really care what happens to the ball. That's okay. You give me 14-0, I still play. It doesn't matter to me. I'll just do my thing. I don't want to get into all this negotiations, discussions.
0-6-1.
So that'll be the first points on the board for the Keerthi Warriors. Not yet. The first serve is what they're on there. You see the target is Sahithi out there. This is out. This gets out. So the first points on the board for Keerthi Warriors in this contest. 1-6. Sahithi there from the deep, going ahead and just lobbing the ball and hitting it out.
And beautifully they got the first point. I think this is how Dinesh should just keep focusing. He should just keep putting pressure on the net after that beautiful drop. It was a silly error by Janhavi, but there's another serve. He just had to stick to the strategy. Now serve change.
Balls and he's giving to Dinesh to react, and the way that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful one. That's a big drive. That's a big drive from Sahithi. Too much follow through on the head to move angle on the ball.
Second serve for Nandi Chargers. Girish serve. This time a running shot from Girish, but this only on to the net. Does not get the elevation because he was right in this momentum.
But when you are running and taking the shot, you don't have your legs planted. That is the problem. So without planted legs, it's hard to get the ball in. Hard to get the control on the ball. But when it comes to running shots and hitting angles, it becomes much more difficult.
Ball out.
7-1-1.
Over to Nandi.
Yeah, it's really important, Janhavi, to get those serves in. This is the third error from Janhavi on the serve, because of which they are unable to get that extra. Beautiful! Dinesh, yeah, what an intercept! It was sudden, it was low, but he has seen that Girish is out of position and just plays the ball. That's really good of him. I mean, he could have rushed to the ball, but he did. He calmly waited. Beautiful. That's sad. Dinesh tried to put the ball in. It was Janhavi's slight pop which gave Girish that advantage, but Dinesh couldn't put that in.
Change of sides. Halfway through. That's exactly why they change sides.
8-1-2.
For the Nandi. Having a huge in this match. This time a forehand, trying for a forehand winner. Does not get that placement right to get out. Is also out. Yes, absolutely. This is out as well. Out as well there. So finally, Keerthi Warriors after a they get their second point here. Dinesh on serve.
And slowly they are getting each point by point. They have to just keep calm, and then it's a timeout by Nandi Chargers.
After a long gap, Keerthi Warriors started cheering. These are the few points which Keerthi from the Namibian. Oh, we are back with the rallies. That's a I think that's a break of serve. No, the second serve. It's Janhavi again. It's Janhavi again. Huh?
Janhavi looks to be a little off today. This time Sahithi's backhand onto the net. Slowly and steadily, Keerthi Warriors getting into this contest 4-8 as of now. And this time again. There you see the target is very clear, you know. Either it is Sahithi on this side, is Janhavi on the other side. Because Girish is also a good finisher. We all know about how good Dinesh is. This time he packed a punch more than what is required. So Nandi Chargers get the serve. And
It's mostly the Girish run to the net when Dinesh is hitting that drive which is putting pressure on him and leading to those errors. So those runs to the
a lob there, a try for a lob from Girish. Just hear the bench saying slow it down, don't try too hard, stick to the basics. This time again Sahithi not able to time that. She just could not get that elevation.
That's a quick shift in serves from Nandi to Keerthi. That is what is necessary. So if you put Nandi on the same scoreline for a period of time and hit more to Sahithi, that would give him some power. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. As Dinesh's target is very clear, and that is helping them get some points.
This is exactly what they should be doing, shake and bake. And now that Janhavi is a bit off and he's doing everything by himself. Another unforced error by Janhavi Nalluri. But they just have to keep it going. They just have to just stick to the plan. Keep focusing on this point. One free point. They're coming.
It's also hard for women because now you are taking less number of shots. You don't know which shot to be ready for and which shot to be which shot you are getting. So because of which that very gap you have before hitting shots leads to more pressure and leads to some point leakage.
Nandi Chargers get the serve back. Side pumped up. Lead. Team overturned. Close to even 9 points. 2-point lead now for the Nandi Chargers at 9-7. A win here will help Nandi Chargers go on top here. But Keerthi Warriors are searching for that first points on the board. They need to force the game breaker. Been very good with a lot. Does miss one. Take that clearly and return the ball on their second serve. Chance of getting points here. Is that well placed? No, it is not. Just goes out. It's a very good shot, an inside out shot. But Keerthi get the serve.
Keerthi was successful closing that gap when Nandi Chargers were at 8, but a few, there was slight commotion and a few point drops because of which that's a quick change of serve. So it's quite important for Keerthi right now to keep their serve, at least take that break, slow game, target more, hit more targeted shots. That pops. They are lollipops to Girish, and he would enjoy hitting them back. And there's no way you can return those shots because he'll hit straight at your feet.
If you observed the podcast recently, Gopi and Sarin were asked that what is that one team which you not want to be in, and they both instantly replied that it's Keerthi Warriors. And today I wanted to I thought that would change, but it doesn't look like they're going to have a win today.
I would still say never because pickleball, we've seen teams overturn as well. So never say never. And unfortunately, like these, like Girish, I'm sure is going to put in good stead, give them that hope out there.
In case this goes to Dreambreaker and Sharon losing that match, do you really think he's going to speak the same way about Keerthi in next podcast?
If this goes to Dreambreaker, if I'm saying, I think he'll pull his monster drink back. If it to use, then maybe he might get a spot from monster, or else he'll just wake the monsters in the opposition team.
Losing to Keerthi itself is a poetic end to what he said on the podcast. I mean, you should be very careful with your words. Things can change. See, something Sharon says, it will only boost Keerthi Warriors up. It will only... why do you want to... I mean, in the past we have seen... if you insult somebody, we have seen them outperform. That would be good for some team.
I mean, I would be Keerthi one and take the first. The situation doesn't say so. But let's see. The score is still 12-8 and it's a long game. Let's see.
In any game, it's point by point. It's the points which decide your win. So it's never really over. Even at the last point, if you start playing, maybe you can win. You can get back. Everything is going to change. So that's what happens in sports.
While you're not playing the game. And there's some exciting prizes to be won. Check out the HPL Fantasy app, ladies and gentlemen.
Back into the action. Match point here for the Nandi Chargers. 14-8. And they missed it. There it is. That win coming in for the Nandi Chargers at 15-8 in this mixed doubles. And they've gone ahead and bet Keerthi Warriors 3-2 in the... Just what a win for the Nandi Chargers. But you'll have to spare a thought for Keerthi Warriors as well. But then first look at how Nandi Chargers are celebrating this win. They know they've come very far. They know they've worked very hard. They know they've done everything right. They haven't put a foot wrong. There were a few jitters as well when it was 2-all. But then at the end when it mattered, the mixed doubles 2 and the men's doubles 2 and the mixed doubles being aced by the Nandi Chargers, and at 4-2, it is Nandi Chargers who have won this contest against Keerthi Warriors. Spare a thought for the Keerthi Warriors. Saina Nehwal is there in their rank. Zina is their captain. They have a lot of work to do. All they need to do is go back to the drawing board, get back their focus, understand where they've gone wrong, and come back stronger, and I'm sure they would be able to do that.